You guys, Pantone is rage baiting us. Pantone just announced their color of the year for 2026, and it is white. Is white even a color?
Madam, you are a very lovely looking woman, but it is very unfortunate that you are in grave need of basic education. I mean, what is the color of the shirt you have on right now? White. Is that not a color? Is white not a color?
Good news, everybody! Pantone just announced its 2026 color of the year, and they're going with white. Pantone. White. That's what you're going with. No? What happened? Tariffs got your pigments? Because this feels like a recession indicator. Or is this just your funny little way of signaling to everyone that you're switching to American manufacturing? Whatever that means. If this isn't the color of a hood, maybe it's a flag. Or, you know, the white light Americans are all seeing because democracy is. Did you forget to read The Room? Or did you read it and this is just our hex code now?
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks, a channel where we cut through the BS and voice it like it is without mincing words. Today guys, we are diving headfirst into one of the most ridiculous controversies of 2025. Pantone, the company who basically owned the color wheel for designers worldwide, announced their color of the year for 2026. Cloud Dancer. Sounds poetic, right? Well, it is. It is a soft, billowy white color that reminds you of fresh snow, clean sheets, or that calm feeling after a storm. Really beautiful, quite aesthetic, quite a befitting color for that title. For those who care about things like that. I mean, I personally am not really into things like color of the year, but I can see why Pantone would make Cloud Dancer the color of the year. I mean, this color and its aesthetic is extremely in vogue, you know, when you think about popular minimalistic home decor. This is the color being represented in that field. Also, when you talk about high fashion runways and high-end brands like Stella McCartney, Givenchy, and The Row, this particular color is prominently used in their brands. The same can be said for paint company websites and design-focused social media platforms like Pinterest and Instagram. They all heavily feature this billowy white shade. Everybody with common sense or with eyes can agree that it is neutral, it is versatile, and very popular. But within hours of Pantone making this announcement, TikTok exploded with videos of woke liberals, mostly white women, yes, you had that right, mostly white women, having full-on meltdowns, calling it tone deaf, a dog whistle for white supremacy, and straight up racist. It is crazy. But before we dive into all of that, guys, please do well to subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can.
Am I too woke? Because what do you mean the color of the year is white? What do you mean the 2026 Pantone color of the year is white? After everything that we have had to endure this year, the year of our Lord, Beyonce, Giselle Carter-Knowles, 2025, I'm not even going to list everything because my brain would shut down if I tried to list them all. But what do you mean after all of that, and knowing that that is going to continue and probably get worse for at least another 3 years, that the color of the year is white? Am I being gaslit? This feels like a dog whistle.
Well, to answer your question, madam, yes, you are too woke. And yes, what Pantone means is that the color of the year is this shade of white. And let me also point out that Cloud Dancer is not actually white, but a shade of white, as you can clearly see from the color expressed on this particular patch. And I know that this distinction might really not make any difference to these woke crazy individuals like this woman, because Even if the color expressed is ash or milky, as long as it has anything related to white, they are still going to have their meltdowns. Now, this woman is losing her mind because Pantone's color of the year is a shade of white. But she had no problem last year, being 2025, when Pantone chose Mocha Mousse as the color of the year. Mocha Mousse was literally brown color. Our color, okay, almost the same shade as most black people you can ever think of. Now, that was perfectly acceptable. It wasn't seen as racist. It wasn't called brown supremacy. It wasn't called, brown this and brown that. Nobody complained about black power. But just this once, for the first time in 26 years since Pantone started their color of the year tradition, just this once, they chose a shade of white as the color of the year, and these liberals are freaking out and shouting racism and white supremacy, even when there is no human being on the face of the planet that has the shade of color. Not even white people. See how she claimed that this year was the year of Beyonce Drizzle Cartanolis. So it is perfectly okay to represent our year with a powerful, famous black woman. That is very, very inclusive. That is okay. But it is then racist to choose a shade of white as the color of the year. How very consistent.
Real quick, I want the people or person responsible for picking 2026's color of the year to come to the front real quick. This could not have been a secret multi-year process where you all bring in trend forecasters and look at cultural and societal influences, because this is what you chose. And I guess because ICE recruitment is low and they are taking in people that can barely pass a fitness test or barely read and write, this must be the color of mediocrity. What in the unseasoned chicken is going on here? Okay, you already got the drunken Secretary of War committing war crimes. Okay, and then you got that walking bag of bile that has called for Somali people to be removed. This is what America's gonna look like. Is that what y'all doing right now? Somebody needs to explain this to me. You all could have picked a slew of other colors, and this is what you picked. Cloud dancer. You might as well have put chopped onions up there. Is this Jesus wrapped in a cloud? I'm so confused right now.
Low-key, Pantone's color of the year is giving white supremacy. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Pantone choosing white or cloudy days as color of the year is a political statement. Call me too woke, I don't care. I don't think I'm wrong. It is a political statement. It's giving Sydney Sweeney has good genes.
So Pantone just announced their color of the year for 2025, and they chose white. In this political climate, are we being serious right now? If not a dog whistle, why does it look like a dog whistle? We've just watched one of the darkest years on record. Genocide live stream, far-right governments rising, open fascism in the streets. And Pantone really looked at all of that and said, yeah, the vibe for 2026 is pure white.
And the Pantone color of the year 2026 is white. What did we do to deserve this? I don't understand. At a time when we could all use some color, some fun in our lives, instead we get sterile, bleak, plain, boring, white.
Guys, like I always say, racism is in short supply, and people who thrive on it, who depend on it to feed and house themselves, are doing everything they can to generate more of it. The demand for racism far outweighs its supply, and that is why we see these race-grifting black people and white virtue signalers jumping from one ideology to the other, looking for things to accuse of being racist. Oh, how dare you choose a shade of white color as the color of the year? Oh, this is racist. This is white supremacist, yada yada yada. One disgusting liberal man even claimed that there was no person of color present during the decision making in choosing this color as the color of the year in Pantone.
Was there a single person of color in the room that was making this decision? Pantone just announced their color of the year for 2026. It's called Cloud Dancer, and the optics, man, it's not good.
Yeah, I'm sure Pantone don't even hire black people or persons of color. Was there even a single person of color in the room where this decision was made? Oh, how racist can Pantone be? When in reality, the president of Pantone, a black woman, everyone, Sky Kelly, was the person in charge of this whole campaign. I mean, she personally spearheaded this exercise and even expressed her lack of surprise at the racialization of this simple business decision.
To address some of the online comments, let me state clearly that white is indeed a color. We knew that people would have emotions about this year's color. When I first learned of the color, I thought, yeah, this is going to be pretty controversial. But the power of this program, the power of Pantone's color of the year, is that it sparks a conversation about color that everyone can participate in. At Pantone, we don't dictate that conversation, we facilitate it.
These guys are so deprived of racism that they would manufacture imaginary racism just to keep up with their fake and dishonest propaganda.
Pantone completely played in our face this year with this color of the year. What are you talking about, Cloud Dancer? You could have just said white. Like, y'all know we have to say hi to Wilbur at Front Street. He says hello. He love y'all. I've been studying color for over a decade, and you can verify that on my website, the RYP Gallery, which has all of my color studies from the past 11 or so years. It's not as probing as titanium white, but it still has like those silencing qualities about it. However, this whole narrative about elegance and sophistication and cleanliness, it's like, what is that signaling to society? Are we doing ethnic cleansing? Are we regressing back to this old money type of mentality?
Yeah, Pantone just completely played in our faces by making this color the color of the year. I mean, this color is so racist and so ugly and so white supremacist that I couldn't even get enough of it. I mean, look at my background. I mean, it is literally the color I chose for the decor of my house. It blends in perfectly with my wall and the little mirror decorations. Even my tank top agrees that this color complements my home. Yet I'm gonna pretend that this color is so horrible and so racist because racism against white people is what sells. I mean, the hypocrisy is off the roof. He literally has this color decorating his home, yet he is claiming that it shouldn't be the color of the year when even he appreciates the beauty of this color. Just make it make sense. These guys are just professional victims addicted to outrage. Most of them live in their minimalistic clean girl apartments where they sit sipping oat milk lattes while virtue signaling and race-grifting from their iPhones. These people are not fighting racism, okay? They are the ones fabricating it to fill the void in their empty lives and also to enrich their pockets. Racism is in such short supply these days that you've got people who manufacture it from a color palette. That is so pathetic. These guys are the real racists here, okay? They are obsessed with race that they see malice in cloud and in snows. If they are so triggered by white color, tell me, why not boycott their own wardrobe? Half of them are decked out in quiet luxury whites that they have been hyping on TikTok for years. The clean girl aesthetic, remember that? It is all white everything, but now it is supremacist when Pantone says it. Bunch of hypocrites. If a color can be racist, what is going to be next? Banning the white paper because it is erasing diversity or forbidding snowmen? What is going to be next? This victimhood culture is poisoning everybody, including the children, okay? Teaching kids to see oppression in every shadow. Real anti-racism means judging by character, not by skin color, just like MLK said. But these folks, they are the opposite. They are obsessed with skin tones, demanding equity in paint swatches. It is so exhausting, and it is why the silent majority is waking up today. Polls show many Americans rejecting this woke nonsense, voting red because they are tired of being called racist just for existing. Pantone did not choose this to oppress people. They chose it because trend shows what people want, and people want this color. They want calm. They want clean aesthetics. They want luxury and minimalistic. Please deal with it. Cloud Dancer is definitely a win for sanity in 2026. I am not very keen on colors, but I can tell you that I am definitely falling in love with this particular shade. So to you rage baiters, I say, get a real hobby. Go outside, take a walk, read a book, a white-paged one, and please stop seeing racism where none exists. As always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership and supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.